That's what people like. How would you know?
Let's see. Said the blonde man who's the wife. Trey G.
Trey G. And Obama.
Trigger Trey.
I love Harlem. I love Harlem, right?
Let's
Where is your God? This is the first question that shot through my mind after the limbless torso of my firstborn son was pulled from the belly of my wife. His pale white skin glowing with bluish tint as if his bones were composed solely of ice. Second question, is he all right? Came from the vocal cords of my weary wife. And I'm still uncertain of how to answer either question, because we live in a world where pain is synonymous with breathing, and yet there are more babies being born than there are old folks leaving, and I'm not sure if it's because we aren't living long enough to die of old age anymore, or if child support is just the easiest way to collect a paycheck. See, I don't know what type of faith it takes to believe that suicide is just the greatest sacrifice to grace heaven's gates since the ascension of Christ, nor do I know what giver of life finds pleasure in taking it away. I just know that one day, my little boy will ask what God saw fit to make him thus. So I stand here, wondering how do I hold on to trust when every reason to doubt is lying limbless on my couch, wondering where is your God? Is he pinned to a dogwood cross, or dreaming beneath an apple tree trying to patent philosophies for peace? Or is he a ghost, swaddled in a straitjacket of combustible emotion, banging against the padded cell of a heart in the insane asylum of a chest cavity? Do you invest mustard seeds of faith into mountains of theory and concept, or just dump money into the body of your deity as a down payment for the surgery on your malfunctioning life? I'm not asking because I don't believe. But when fear uses the missing hands of your newborn baby boy to slap you in the face, you tend to lose faith. And when tragedy kidnaps the centerpiece of your beliefs at a defining point in your existence, you bury prayers in shoeboxes or hang them on withering bedposts as a reminder that never asking is easier to deal with than never being answered. Is he all right? A question now asked by kids at the playground. Where is your God? Perpetual debate the mirror and I have each morning before breakfast when I attempt to convince myself that God lives down the street on the cobblestone steps of an abandoned church, that he is to help me in the extended hand of a beggar, that he sits in a wheelchair and rides the short bus to school, that he laughs and dances without legs and tries to clap without hands, and he calls me daddy, and I find angels in his smile, a quiet in his throat, and a stronger sense of hope whenever he falls, looks at me and says, I'm okay. And I know that even if he isn't in that moment, throughout his life he will be. I am a born-again believer with beliefs that will make the traditional Christian cringe, but I don't judge your lifestyle because you are not as perfect as my ideas. We are living proof that God likes to play in the mud. So show me a bum, a junkie, a child without limbs, and I'll show you the face of God in their smile, the arm of grace in their reach, and the hand of mercy in each breath. Call him what you will, wage wars in his name, claim birth defects or punishments for sin, and say the devastation of a country is the Lord's way of dispensing judgment. But what the horrors of men say to me is that even God himself knows that sometimes it just gets hard to believe.